John, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, man, now that I'm talking to you.
Oh, it's such a pleasure to hear. First question, hardest question. What is your favorite Christmas movie of all time?
Not hard at all. I have two. It's Christmas Story and the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer claymation from the 70s or 60s.
Oh wow, they're fantastic picks. I like they're deep dive picks. They're not obvious picks, and I support that entirely. Was there ever a moment when you were making this where now obviously across your career you found yourself in some unbelievable situations in the movies that you're acting out? But was there ever a moment of this where you stood back and you're like, I'm literally trying to kill Santa Claus in this
No,
movie?
there was a couple of moments where I had a gun to Santa, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna be the most hated man this Christmas across the world. I went from Bruno, the most beloved character at the beginning of the year in Encanto, to like being the most hated guy for trying to kill Santa. And I was like, oh, I was okay. As long as if I do my job right, I'll really be hated and I'll be all right.
Yeah, like there's one particular scene where you're literally machine gunning a Christmas tree, and I think it might be the new benchmark for iconic evilness at Christmas. So I just I have to commend you on that. It's now you and Alan Rickman for being evil at Christmas time
Yeah,
just
yeah,
from that one
yeah.
scene alone. So
Yeah,
congratulations on
knocking out,
that.
killing that Christmas tree was a lot of fun, I gotta say, and I got to do it like four times.
That's fantastic. Was there any particular scene in this? Because obviously, with 87 productions behind it, they go for realism as much as possible. Was there any particular fight sequence or any particular stunt in this that you were like, oof, this one in
Yeah.
particular has proven to be tricky?
Oh yeah, the last fight between me and David Harbour was brutal, man. It was about 50 moves. I didn't think I was gonna be able to remember it, let alone execute it. So I asked Joe.ie, one of the great stunt coordinators at David Leitch. He found the best coordinators in the world, and they really broke down that fight for me. Were patient with me, and I said, make me look better than David, please. That's all I ask. Which is a tall order because David brings it, man. That brother does not hold back.
No, like that final fight doesn't hold back at all. Like it's one of those scenes where every few minutes I was like, oh, like I know it's a movie, but my brain is still like reacting to the
Dude, it was a
visceralness.
month of every day, like 4 or 5 hours a day rehearsing it to get it to look that easy. And then the day after, I couldn't even walk. I couldn't get out of bed. The pain in my back from all that punch, punch, punch.
That's fantastic. And just one final question, if that's okay, because I doubt I'll ever get the opportunity to ask this again. When kids hear your voice, is there a pickup when they're like, I know that guy from is there ever like that notice where they're like they know the voice from Encanto, but they can't figure out how
Yes,
it's you? Does that happen?
that it happened to me. We were in Rome just last week, and these cute little kids came up to my table, go, "Excuse me, we heard your voice. Are you Bruno?" And it was so cute because they obviously I don't look like the character, but they recognized something because that's the first time I've done an animated movie where it's more my voice. Because Sid the Sloth, I was like this, there's no way that's gonna be recognizable. But so that was very different. So that was interesting that they're picking up on the quality of my voice because I have kind of like a unique raspy, dry voice.
That's fantastic that the kids are noticing you out in public.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I love to hear
Confused.
it.
They're confused, but this
Confused,
face
but
and that voice.
you win them over in the end. It's all
Yeah,
fine. It's all fine.
true,
John, thank you
true.
so much for your
Thank
time
you, much
today.
love. No such thing as Santa.
These bad men, they're all on my naughty list. Naughty. That's naughty!
And what do you do to the naughty ones?
I give them a lump of coal.
Where is it?
I gotta watch.
I believe in you, Santa.
Violent night.